Can I ask you an honest question? How is it that you are praying for God to give you more when you have not been faithful with the little that He has already given you? How is it that we could even fix our mouths to say, Lord, I want to have a schedule where I can build my own day and decide what I do with my time. When the 2 hours that you have combined before and after work, you don't use that time right. Now, to honor Him, you use it to scroll on social media. You haven't picked up a book in how long you have actually been intentional about working out or doing the things that you said you were going to do. Yet, for some reasons, you expect God to give you promotion when you have not even begun to excel in the position that He has you in right now. And what we have to understand is that this life is not even ours to waste. You don't get to choose if you waste your life or if you don't, because you were purchased with a price when Jesus died on the cross. His blood brought you, and so what does that mean is that He has given each of us gifts and talents. He's made an investment into ours and He expects a return. And so what have you done with the seeds that God has given you? What have you done when He comes around and you are wondering why it seems like everybody else is getting ahead? Everybody else is moving forward but you. But can we be honest? Can you really say that you have done all that you can with what God has given you? Can you look in your hand and say, Lord, I have bloomed where I am planted by your grace and by your power? Or do you look and you say, I feel stuck and I feel lost and I don't know what I am doing, and I see every single day passing by. I feel this longing in my heart to do these things that you told me to do, that I know that I am not doing, and so you feel stuck. This what you are watching right now is your opportunity to turn it all around. This is your strong who woke up in the morning, and I am the host of Christmas, past, present, and future, telling you that if you don't do something differently, you are going to regret it for the rest of your life, because you see a wasted life is sneaky and it starts with the small things. It's simple, oh, I would do that, but right, and the but that I often find comes in a lot of people's lives is the but of the approval of others. It is the but of but. What if my family sees? But what if my coworker sees? But, and I want to ask you something. What if God sees? What if God saw you? with the gifts and talents He had given you not being used? Why are you more afraid of the opinions of man than the judgment of God? What you should be asking yourself is, what if your children see? What if they look at you and they say, you know what, my mom taught me a lot of things, but one thing she definitely taught me was to be scared. One thing she definitely taught me was to consider the approval of other people before considering the assignment that God has given me. One thing my mom taught me is to say, in your comfort zone. She never tried anything new. She complained about the job that she had. She complained about the situation our life was in, and she tried to blame everyone else. But one thing she taught me how to do was to be a victim and to sit down and to not do anything with my life or the things that God has given me. Would they say if my mother taught me anything, she taught me how to settle? Are you running a 100,000 miles in the wrong direction? Are you chasing down a path that you were never even meant to be on? Just because you love God in His Word does not mean that you were called to have a traditional type Bible study ministry. Maybe you were called to start a business and to be the Christian baker in your area. And I am not saying Christian because you wrote John 3:16 on the bottom of your soda bread. I am saying Christian because you make the best bread that is in the entire town, that is in the entire state. I am talking about pursuing excellence in a way that the world cannot compare, because it cannot compete with God's anointed. You see, the body of Christ does not need a 100 months or 100 hands or 100 feet. We need everyone working within their gifting within their calling. And if you want a little clue, I will tell you that's why certain things don't work out for you, because you will look at somebody's earth and see what they are doing, and you see the life that they have, and you see the blessings, but you don't have their calling, you don't have their gifting. And so it doesn't matter how much you try to make it work. Until you get aligned where you are supposed to be, it is like puzzle piece. It is not going to fit. Let's walk this journey together and share this video with someone that you know who needs this reminder to go on the journey and stop wasting your life.